Well, it's crunch time and we are hard at it. We're going to get the interior buttoned up on this. I'm finally tackling the wiring on these taillights. I'm going to do something just to get them working. Yeah, hopefully we can cross off the last few things on the list. And there's always more, but for now, I think these are the last few major things. So let's see what we got going on. So I got Julianne doing something over here. What are we doing?
For the back window.
Yeah.
Above the back
The
seat.
package tray. Yeah.
Yeah, cover it up, put a little foam, even though we don't need foam, but we're gonna make it that, in case somebody wants to sit up there.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to sit in the window. For the dog to sit in the window.
No. No small dogs here.
So yeah, this is all kind of temporary stuff. And this foam's like really soft, so it'll just smush down and yeah, just the old fold and staple. That's the old that was in the package tray. Had the old 6x9s in there and everything, but it was the right shape. And they're like, well, that'll make it look a little nicer through the weekend. So,
the rusty trunk and all the exhaust coming up through there. This will hopefully,
yeah, take away a little fumes and rattles and whatever else. So, but yeah, so she's working on kind of a interior stuff. And then speaking of interior, last night I came out and yeah, we cleaned up the back seat. I did a little duct tape repair. The whole top of that was just sun-baked and burnt and just blown out. You can see all the foam and everything in it. So, yeah, I got that kind of just duct taped up. So it don't look too bad if you're driving down the road. But yeah, it's definitely not right. But that's in. And then this seat's just sitting in there. That metal thing's just propping it up because it wants to fall over backward. I just wanted to see. These are just some Amazon seat covers I got for it. But yeah, we're just trying to get by just so we can make this thing this weekend. So I'm gonna pull this seat back out, and we got a couple other things we're gonna do before we bolt those down. Got my little shifter boot. I painted all my floor pans I put in, and I haven't seam sealed yet. I'm going to do that probably a little bit later. I just want to get through this weekend. So I may go ahead and seam seal it on the bottom, though, because I don't want any rainwater and stuff coming up through there. So I got that to do. And then, yeah, I procrastinated as long as I can go. But, yeah, I got to tackle these taillights. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start kind of probing and testing and see what I can do, and yeah, we'll get this thing figured out. So but yeah, that's tonight's list. We got tonight, tomorrow, and one more night, and then this thing's got to be ready to go. So we got our work cut out for us. Well, I got looking at these taillights, and I think I found the culprit. These new sockets that I bought have been a pain in the butt from the minute I got them, but I figured they'd be okay. And so I think what's happening, those two contacts you see right there in the bottom, so when you push the bulb in, you push it down and you turn it like a quarter of a turn or so. Well, these little tabs can float around, so when you twist it, they touch each other. I don't know if you can see that, but I can make these touch, and that, I'm pretty sure, is what's fried my fuses, what's been my entire problem with this mess. So here's today's new quality parts that aren't as good as my crappy rusty ones are, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to cut these off and just rewire everything. Alrighty, so I took great care in pulling the wires tight, making sure those two prongs are down, and getting it locked into position and everything. And now I'm just touching. I got a battery back here, so I didn't have to pull switches all the time and everything. But now I have lights, and it's not going to pop a fuse. So that's what's been going on with that. So it's like like I say, I know the fuse panel isn't perfect, but yeah, it's just a crappy design of those little bulbs. So I'm going to check this side and make sure it's not doing the same, but I'm pretty sure it was probably that one socket. It seemed like this has always been going all right. This side was flickering a little bit before, so I don't know. But I'm going to test these out, and then I'm going to plug it all back in the way it was that I had it and see if we have any problems again. So here we go. So I just tested this passenger side, and it's working fine. So I think the root of all evil has been the socket on the right side here. So I am now going to put the battery back in the car, plug everything in, and wait for stuff to melt. So here we go. So that is what it was. So check this out. Headlights.
And brakes.
Brake lights. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Is it signaling?
It's not flashing, but it's solid.
Okay, so I need to, well, I got turn signal issues, but the two that I really care about, I can use my arms.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have running lights and brake lights.
And a license plate light.
Yeah. So cool. I'm good enough with that for now. Like I say, I'll put another new harness in that. That'll fix all this stuff. But for this weekend, I can call this good. So, I never did put my flashers in. That's probably why they're not working, because it takes an LED flasher.
Oh.
So I can do that real quick, and then we'll see if these work. So I don't have blinkers working yet, but I can, by manually, I can at least fake it till I make it. So, yeah. So we've got enough to be legal right now. So, yeah, just that stupid light bulb socket's been what's been ailing me for the last 2 weeks, I think. And, yeah, I'm glad it was that, not the rest of the harness, but everything else seems to be working pretty good. So, I can move on to the next item. Well, we got quite a few things crossed off the list tonight. So, I got some hood pins in, and that'll keep the hood from blowing up. Julianne got she made like a little package tray thing in the back here. Yeah, there. It's just some foam and a board just to cover up the old butchered up speaker holes and everything. So, and then we are working on a little bit of a headliner. We kind of come up with a little solution, and it's pretty cheesy, but yeah, those are all the old the headliner bars. We just put some cloth in between there, but there's actually we sprayed some glue and put some plastic up there, and just to keep, if it does rain, maybe keep a little bit of it off this, or it's gonna fill up and dump on us. So I don't know, but yeah, kind of wipe down the dash and stuff. We're gonna give it a little more of a cleanup. And then yeah, and we got the tail lights are working now, so we're pretty much there. I think about the only things we have left. I'm gonna actually put some other tires that I have on the back of this. These old slicks, I don't know if I really trust them driving on the highway or anything, so I'm doing that. I got to wire in my fan and just some other little details. Put the seats in and seat belts, and I think we're ready to go. So I think we're gonna make it. As cheesy as this thing is and all the weird stuff that we've done to it, yeah, I think we're gonna make our deadline, and like I say, we can go back and start working on redoing what we did, but we're gonna be there at least. So good stuff. Well, I think we're gonna make this show. So everything on this is temporary, and we just kind of butched it in. It actually doesn't look too bad for what it is. It all kind of ties together. So I'm real happy. Tonight was a good night. Just a bunch of little stuff we crossed off the list, and yeah, it just it definitely makes it look a lot better. Hopefully it'll just kind of keep some of the dust and mouse turds from flying around while we're driving. So I don't know, but we're gonna go. We're gonna have fun, and this car's ready to hit the street. So stay tuned, and we'll button it up a little bit as the week goes. Here we got a few more things to do, and then we're gonna be cruising this thing. So we're getting close.